Good morning, fellow VVC peers and instructor. This is Scott Forrest Pulsifer coming at you today, and you're all probably assuming that I'm here to talk about myself. Well, you'd be 100% accurate in that assumption. A few things that define me all revolve around my name, nicknames, or those things we call AKAs. Scott Forrest Pulsifer. Each of those have a meaning, a definition, or have a nickname that goes with it. Scott is Scotto-san, which I incorporated into my writing style because of my major, my English major. I am Scotto-san the Inscriptionist. Forrest is something that my mother wanted to name me, and that's what I went by for the first 10 years of my life. And Forrest didn't really work well with Scott. So it wasn't Forrest Scott, she named me Scott Forrest. Just kind of rolls off the tongue. Forrest ended up being one of the primary names in my life because, number one, it was something that I was raised with. Two, it's coupled with everything that really defines me as a human being. Forrest was given the nickname of Redwood, so I became the Redwood. And then, as time went on and I learned more about my culture and our Native American heritage, I tacked on another name to that, and that's Redwood Forrest Owl. Now, you're not supposed to have your own name. You're not supposed to be able to give yourself your own name. I gave myself my own name, and eventually my uncle ended up saying, you know what, you kind of resemble the traits of an owl, and so I am giving the name Owl to you. So not only was it something that I was able to choose myself, but it was something that someone also gave to me, which is why it's really meaningful to me. Redwood Forrest Owl, Forrest, really resembles, the Redwood Forrest Owl, which is myself. I am the leader of the Redwood Samurai, which is a small group of individuals who are really close to me, and we're all pretty much like-minded individuals regarding philosophies, ways of life, and the way of the sword. And we all really enjoy swordplay. No homo, for the record. Pulsifer, my last name. From what I'm to understand, it is something that isn't exactly 100% a healthy or a good name, but it's definitely something that it is a part of each of us. So, and when I say each of us, I mean my family members. Pulsifer was defined to me by my uncle to be womenizers, poets, people who can really, what's the word I'm looking for, illustrate that kind of thing, or emulate that kind of personality. So, despite whether or not it's a good thing, I can choose to be who and what it is that I am the rest of my life, so long as I do it honestly and wholeheartedly. And I forgot to talk about my props. So, I will incorporate my props by holding them up, talking about them, and whatnot. That way I can make sure that I have that stuff incorporated in the 4 minutes that I need. And of course, I came up with a conclusion to be like, alright, that's me in a nutshell.